What is going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the latest gaming news that has come out over the past few months and some of which that has come out over the past few days. But before we go ahead and jump right into this, as always, please make sure that like button is blue, subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get right into the video.
I don't care if it hurts, I just want to work.
Now, the first game I want to talk to you about is called Outlast Trials. No recent news as of late. It's been over the past few months, but it's something that I did want to talk about and bring to some people's attention who haven't heard or haven't been up to date on it, as it is something that I personally am very interested in and looking forward to. The original Outlast and Outlast 2 were all-time classics in regard to the horror genre. I've played them myself, and they will indeed make you shit your fucking pants. But quite some time has passed, and there is a new Outlast on the horizon. Outlast Trials. It is not technically Outlast 3, it's more of a spin-off of the series, and we will probably see an official Outlast 3 to be released after this game. It looks like Trials will be taking place sometime in the 60s or 70s, more or less around the Cold War era. Some people wonder if other previous characters from the series will make a return in Trials, and that we have no real information on. I mean, one could speculate someone like Dr. Warnahy from the first one was relatively old, so it is possible that he would be alive and could be featured in this one. We just don't know these types of things yet. Now, for those who have played Outlast 1 and 2, it is a single-player survival type game. Trials, however, is said to be multiplayer. There are some people who have the theory that this game will resemble a multiplayer aspect like a Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th, where, one player plays as the antagonist and the rest play as the protagonist to try and escape. I'm hoping that's not the case. Not that it wouldn't be cool or anything, but I personally would hope and believe that it is going to be more of a co-op campaign type of game, where you and 3 of your friends try to escape from wherever it is that you're at, whether that be an asylum like the previous versions, or some kind of twisted amusement park as recent screenshots have shown. And you'll have to complete objectives along the way. We know you can't use weapons or fight back. That's not really how Outlast games are. It's more about running and hiding, but more or less you guys trying to escape and keep as much of the team alive as possible at the end, or just simply failing altogether when one person dies. Who knows? Needless to say, this is a game I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on for any further news, and looking forward to hearing some more things about it in the near future, as it is set to release sometime this year. The next game I want to talk about is called Project Ill. Now, this one right here is one of the games that has anyone and everyone talking about it recently. But there are a few things that I want to clear up and clarify so people can kind of get an understanding of what's actually going on here. According to the team's Patreon, it features immersive visuals and thrilling designs, advanced physics, interactive environments, active ragdoll dismemberment, and real-time body transformations. Instead of an over-complicated plot, psycho trips, and ghosts, we will provide you with an easy-to-understand story and shocking discoveries. Now, just to clarify though, because there are some people who may not really know what's going on here, this is technically not a game, quote unquote. It's not real official gameplay. It's just a real-time render using the Unreal Engine of a project that the team, Clout Games, are currently accepting donations for through their Patreon, which they say they will use to cover company registration costs and to hire lawyers and basically help them secure an investment deal by a much larger company. Now, not to downplay what they've done, because it does look absolutely amazing. People who know me know I would love to play a game like this. But any big time studio, or really anybody that knows what they're doing, can make a 1 minute to 2 minute rendering of something that looks this great. Actually turning these same visuals and physics into a real time playable game is a whole nother story. So I don't want to shoot people's hopes down, because this is something I myself am very interested to see how this turns out and what it could become. But just want to clarify for those who may not know and are jumping the gun here that this is not an actual game, and to keep your expectations low. Because to pull something off that looks exactly like this in a full-time sit-down playable game is not that simple. But it's definitely something to look out for. Last but not least is Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6, obviously, Battlefield 6 is not the official title, so take that title with a grain of salt, but it is the next installment in the franchise, and it is set to be released sometime during this upcoming holiday season. The last few Battlefields have taken place during World War II with Battlefield 5, and Battlefield 1, which ironically came after Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 4, so that makes sense, but that took place sometime in 1918. Battlefield 6, however, will be set in modern times, resembling more of the Battlefield 3 or 4 style, which were two of the more popular titles in the franchise. There will also be no skill-based matchmaking, which has a lot of people excited. A lot of people aren't fans of it when it comes to Call of Duty or Warzone, and me personally, I'm on the fence about it. I like it, and I don't. I see why others do and why others don't. I don't know. But nonetheless, it does have quite a bit of people excited, so it is worth mentioning. Recently, during an EA earnings and investors call, EA CEO Andrew Wilson said the following: "The game will take full advantage of the power of next-generation platforms to bring massive, immersive battles to life with all-out military warfare and more players than ever before." Now, half that quote goes without saying. Of course they're going to take advantage of the power of next-gen consoles. That goes without saying. I mean, you would hope so anyway. But the part that has my attention, or caught my attention, is more players than ever before. Warzone currently runs at 150 players, relatively smooth. I mean, a few hiccups here and there, but relatively smooth. So, are they looking to match that at 150? Could they possibly be going over that and going to 200 or maybe even more? That's something I'm definitely keeping an eye on and would like to hear more about, which we probably will when it gets closer to the release date. He also goes on to say, featuring maps with an unprecedented scale, the next edition of Battlefield takes all the destruction, player agency, vehicle and weapon combat that the franchise is known for and elevates it to another level. Player agency is just a fancy way of saying more customization. So we'll be able to customize our characters more than ever before. But for those who play Battlefield, you know its environmental destruction is what sets it apart from other shooters in the genre. You know, you can't camp in a building because, well, you can just blow that building up. But if they're going to elevate it to another level, how exactly is that possible? Is literally the entire map going to be destructible, where every single tree and telephone pole and ground level, meaning when you throw a grenade it makes holes in the ground, like, is literally everything going to be destructible? I just don't know how you can take what they already have and take it to another level. But if they are able to do that, that would be awesome. I would love to see what they're talking about and can't wait to see a gameplay trailer when that finally comes out. But look, regardless if the game is great or not, the best thing to take away from this is competition. Whenever Call of Duty has a good game, it forces Battlefield to step it up. And whenever Battlefield has a good game, it forces Call of Duty to step it up. That's how this works. And if they both can push each other to produce better overall content and innovation, then I'm all for it. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, man, that pretty much wraps it up. Let me know down in the comments section, are you interested in any of these 3 games? Are there other games that you're currently looking into that you would like for me to talk about? Or just in general, what other games are you guys interested in? Let me know down in the comments section. Another game that I wanted to touch base on is called Outriders, which I made an entirely separate video altogether for, so be on the lookout for that. It will be dropping soon. But other than that, man, yeah, let me know down in the comments section other games you guys are interested in. That's it for now. Again, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'm out.